Well, it's official. The FAFSA for 2025-2026 will now be available October 1st of 2024. The Department of Education came out and said that there will be a soft launch October 1st, but very few families will be able to complete the FAFSA at that time. Really, the big launch is happening December 1st of 2024. So what is the FAFSA? The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. This is really the baseline for all need-based financial aid that families will have access to. The FAFSA opens the door to money from the federal government, the state government, the university that your student ultimately goes to, as well as loans, student loans and parent loans. Now remember, there's two types of financial aid. There's need-based financial aid that's based on mom and dad's economics, and that's really what the FAFSA is for. But there's also merit types of awards, which are based on your student's academics. Sometimes a FAFSA will be required for merit-based awards, but the school will actually ask you for that FAFSA should they need you to fill it out. So what do you need to know about the FAFSA? Well, the first thing is you cannot complete the FAFSA until your student's senior year. So those of you in the graduating class of 2024-2025, you can fill out the FAFSA December 1st of 2024 and no sooner. Remember, if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, you can't even access the FAFSA until your student's senior year. The second thing, the FAFSA will give you a term called Student Aid Index. Student Aid Index is the amount of money the government says you can afford to pay per child per year to send them to college. Student Aid Index has replaced the term expected family contribution. And again, that's what the government says you can afford to pay per child. So the FAFSA is important because it will actually tell you what your student aid index is. Now, the equation for the student aid index actually includes mom and dad's assets, mom and dad's income, students' assets, students' income, and the age of your parents. So I have many videos on how to calculate your SAI, but from a high level, student aid index will take about 10 to 25% of mom and dad's gross income and 5% of mom and dad's assets. If you have student assets and income, students' assets will be assessed at 20% and students' income would be assessed at 20%. New to the FAFSA is parents' assets such as farms and small businesses are now included in the equation to determine how much money you can afford to pay for school. So you'll need to take the net worth of that farm or of mom and dad's small business, including inventory, real estate, all that makes up the value of that business, and that will be required on the FAFSA in the form of parents' assets. Lastly, divorced parents. If you're divorced, only one parent will be required to fill out the FAFSA. That parent is defined as the custodial parent, and that definition has been revised to be the parent most financially responsible for the student. Usually whoever's claiming the student on their tax return will be the parent required to fill out the FAFSA form. For a successful college funding plan, you must understand what you're expected to pay for college and what role financial aid will play in your paying for college plan. In my opinion, every family should understand their student aid index in the early portion of high school Ninth grade. Yes, ninth grade families, you can understand what your student aid index is. And to provide this education, I offer a free college planning report. In this report, there's wonderful information about college funding, but most important, it will tell you what you're expected to pay and if you as a family will be eligible for any type of financial aid. So to obtain this free report, head over to my website, monicafelton.com, and click on the link College Report. If you scroll down, you'll say, yes, I want a college report, and a calculator will populate. In that calculator, you're going to need to put some basic information on your students' academics, as well as mom and dad's economics. Within minutes, you'll receive a 7 to 10 page report full of information on how to have a successful college funding plan. If you like this information, please subscribe to my channel. And of course, if there's anything I can help you with in this college funding process, please don't hesitate to reach out. Class of 2025, good luck to you.